Welcome everybody. How y'all doing today? Man, I tell you what a couple days it's been. Everybody's coming getting sick and coming down with the flu or whatever crappy cold stuff is going around, and I'm busting my fanny trying to not get it. So anyway, what's going on? Here we are on a Thursday coming up to the end of a week, and I'm excited. Well, let me show you why. Well, I like scrolling through YouTube just like a lot of other people, and I came across a um, video with FPV flying airplane, and it was, sorry about the glare, I guess that's coming out of my window, and it was this airplane right here. This is from a YouTube channel called QROME. The letter QROMER, QROMER, all one word. And he has this airplane, and they're flying around, and you need to check it out. There's probably a dozen different videos featuring this particular airplane and many others. And I believe they're out in Arizona. Nice channel, I gotta say. It's a nice channel. And this airplane here is they fly them in group flying formation, and they just have a great time. And I'm like, what a cool looking airplane. It'll fly slow, it'll fly fast. It's just a big flying flat piece of foam is what it is, with a vertical stabilizer and elevons. So I had to have one, right? I'm like, why not? I got a couple days off. Let me build one. So on the bottom of the YouTube channel, and you go to description, it shows you where to go, and this is where it is on Printables. And just like he said, you click on the download button, and here's all of the files. There's like about 8 or 9 different 3D printed parts, but you don't necessarily need it if you are not flying FPV. If you just want to fly it like a regular guy, just a regular airplane, you can do that. But there are like the skid plates and the air scoops and a fin stabilizer tool there, and then fin stabilizers. There's a few parts that you can 3D print. You don't have to. Depending upon what kind of 3D gear you have, you can go into the Vista mount or Nebula Pro Nano. I guess that's the camera, I guess. I'm not real familiar with all that stuff. But then you get down to the actual files themselves, and this one file, even though it says it's a PDF, it actually, when it downloads, is also like a DWF, I believe it is. Is that the right one? It's like you can actually use that as a cut file. The other two, of course, they print in tile. Cut them apart, tape the pieces of paper together, and then you have a big old giant plan. Then you cut that out, and then cut your pieces of foam out. Let me close some of these window shades right here. There we go. I'll turn off light. So anyway, I ended up building one. It's not fully completed yet, but it's just about there. I got everything kind of just sitting in there. I ended up having to put, I ordered some carbon fiber, but it's going to take, the slow boat from China to get here. So I ended up cutting some spruce plywood stiffeners, and that's from my big old box of spare stuff down there. That's why I save all that stuff. And I cut some 1/8" plywood down to make those, so I stiffened up the Dapron foam. 2200 kV motor, 3D printed the motor mount. Get the battery out of here. Printed the air vent, the lower skid plate. There's a front skid plate also. But everything's just kind of sitting in here for right now. Got the tail, my SR71 tail done, and it'll plug in right here, kind of something like that, and we'll get it all together. But that's the project. Made a set of cardboard templates. I'm going to probably make a bunch of these things and try different tail configurations on this thing. The vertical tail is kind of cool, but I'm thinking more F22 style or F35 style tails on it. More leaning in. We'll give that a shot. That's where we are, guys. Something different. I just can't sit around. Here's some more of the 3D printed parts here. Horizontal stabilizer mounts, a tool to guide you on where those go. Some really cool push rod guides. These things are really neat. They're aerodynamic. They're really nice. Control horns. Here's my other plate. There's my other 3D printed, this is the front plate, skid plate. So we'll put all that in. The vertical stabilizer, that's just the top, what do you call this stuff? It's a trim sheet from Monocoat. Yeah, top flight Monocoat trim sheet. That's where I got that from. And this is made from Dapron. It is not the foam board. It's a Dapron, so it's a little bit different, a little bit lighter, a little bit more flimsy, and that's why I really had to put the supports in, because without the paper, it's very flimsy. But Dapron, you know, it doesn't really bend; it just snaps. So to get it to bend like that, you really have to manipulate it and work it. That was done under hot water to get it to bend. So, yeah. Yeah, that's kind of what we got. I don't know if I ought to paint it or use this real cheap thin tape on it. This stuff is like thin. Real thin stuff. Like that Chinese tape. I think they call it art decorative tape, I believe is what they call it now. A lot of your big stores like Walmart and stuff like that, Target, you have racks of that stuff. So, yeah. That's where we are, guys. I guess I'm going to put my FlySky radio into this. I do not have a Spectrum receiver, so we will put that in there. Alright, until the next one, and see you guys later. Like and subscribe. Thank you for all the new subscribers. You guys are awesome. Thank you for tagging along and seeing where we go. Trust me, I'm not going to ask you to buy a timeshare or nothing like that, okay? I'm not going to ask you to buy anything. So, have a great afternoon. We'll see you next time. And hopefully next time we'll be flying this bad boy. Okay? Go over to QROME and check out his videos. Tell me what you think. Pretty cool stuff. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. QROME. Got it? Okay.